Hello, welcome to another fabulous episode of Reviewing Stuff. And this is estimation part 2. So, estimation part 2. All right, so today we're going to look a little more at estimation, but I want to make it a little more fun. So, we're going to watch a vocabulary, and I might pause it a couple times to talk about what's going in the vocabulary. Flocab in the building. Let's go. Look. When you have to estimate, no stress. An estimation is just an educated guess. Not a guess without information. You know enough to make an approximation. That's an answer that's close enough. In the ballpark and not off by much. You should be able to estimate in your head. You don't need a calculator, use mental math instead. All right, so the first things that they have said very much are what we were talking about in the previous video in part 1. We talked about how, number one, estimation is making numbers easier to do in your head. And they're kind of like a guess, but you want to be able to do it mentally, like in your head. All right, so that's the first thing about estimation. And like you see over here, it says estimation with rounding. We're trying to turn those into round numbers. Remember, it's not going to follow specific rules like round to the nearest millions. You're just trying to make these numbers easier to add in your head with an educated guess. We're using numbers, let's make them round ones. You get round numbers by rounding, come on. Imagine the school was planning a field trip. It needs to know how many student lunches to get. 2 classes are going, one is 28 students. The other has 17 students, let's do this. Take 28, round it to the nearest 10. That's 30, now do it again. Take 17 and round it up to 20. 20 plus 30 is 50, that should be plenty. Use estimation in everyday life. You don't always need to answer this exactly right. Come on. All right, so when they did this problem, as you can see, they started off with the number 28. 28 and the number 17. All right. Now, if you were trying to make sure that you got enough lunches for every kid without going over, not without going over, you wanted to make sure you had lunches for every kid. Because what if you got to the field trip and you didn't get enough? Then you'd have hungry kids. And we do not want hungry kids. All right. So what they did is they used estimation. 28 is close to 30. So that would make the number bigger. So they went to 30. And then 17 is close to 20. It's only 3 more to make 20. So what they did is they bumped up 17 to 20. Now they will order 50 lunches. If they order 50 lunches, they should have enough for everybody because there was 27 students or 28 students and 17 students. So they'll even have extra lunches, all right? So sometimes you want to overestimate. This is a situation where it was a good job for them to overestimate, because if they underestimated, then children would be hungry. Oops, you need sound. So that's exactly right. Come on, need to answer quick without hesitation. Do the math in your head, give an estimation. Doesn't have to be the exact calculation. Just in the ballpark like a first baseman. You need to answer quick without hesitation. Do the math in your head, give an estimation. Doesn't have to be the exact calculation. Just in the ballpark like a first baseman. You could use estimation, even with large numbers in any operation. That includes subtraction, addition, multiplication, division. Say you want to estimate 460 times 224 and do it quickly. You can round to the nearest 100. All right, I'm going to time out real quick. They're going to show you this really cool multiplication trick. It's called the zeros trick. So we're going to learn it this year. But if you watch, what they're going to do is they're going to get round numbers and then multiply the first digit times the other first digit, get their product, and add as many zeros to the end of it. So check this out, because it's a skill you can use this year to save a lot of time. 460 becomes 500. 224 becomes 200. Hold up, there's more. Take the 5, multiply by the 2. That's 10, and then what you do is take the 4 zeros into factors, write them after the 10 in, now you got your answer. That's 100,000. Whoa, let's do the math for real and see if we got close. The exact answer's 100. All right, we're going to take a look in the next video and see how close they were.